Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my brand new series called The Dating Series. So original, right? No, but I decided to dip back into the dating scene again after not being in a relationship now for a couple years. It's been 2 years and it's come to the point now where I feel like I need to be in a relationship again. I dated probably, I don't know how many, I just remember dating 1 to 2 people a year when I was in my early to mid 20s. I like to call that phase, the testing the waters phase. I didn't really know what I wanted. So I was kind of just going through all these relationships and these dates to kind of just find out what I want in a potential significant other. I feel like now, after not being in a relationship for 2 years, and from what I've learned in my past relationships, I kind of know now what I want. And I do have lots of insight and knowledge of what it's like to be in a relationship, things I've learned. And not just things I've learned in a relationship, but a lot of things I've learned from being in public, from engaging with family, from friends, to my workplace, clients, and customers. Believe it or not, you can learn and gain a lot of valuable relationship skills from just not even being in a relationship, from just dealing with the public. Because a lot of things that you engage with in your everyday life, family, clients, colleagues, coworkers, it's all about communication. And that can be carried over into relationships as well. So I feel like I'm at a point now where I can handle a relationship. I feel like I can be very proficient in relationships. So these are just episodes dealing with dating, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. There's going to be about 9 episodes. I have 9 planned out right now. I also want this to be a bit more interactive. So I want you guys to leave comments. I want you guys to give me advice, tell me your stories, give other people advice, your trials and tribulations when it came to dating, what you did. Again, each episode's going to have a different theme. This first episode is going to be what I am looking for in a boyfriend. So let's get right into it. So I've had some time to kind of think about it, and now I pretty much have a checklist of what I'm looking for in a significant other. And a lot of people, when you tell them that you kind of have a list of things you're looking for, you can probably come across as really picky. But I feel like it's really important to have standards and to have, attributes you are looking for in someone. You just don't want to date some random person you're not going to get along with, somebody you're not going to have anything in common with. For me, I know what I'm looking for in someone when it comes to physical appearance, to personality. I'm looking for someone who, first and foremost, for me, it's all about the energy. It's all about the positive energy, how they hold themselves, their charisma, and just their energy. When you first meet them, what is that energy? What is their vibe? What is their aura when you're talking to them? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it standoffish? I'm looking for someone who is adventurous, someone who is not necessarily crazy and outgoing, but someone who isn't afraid to take chances, somebody who is ambitious, somebody who has drive, somebody who's determined, somebody who is funny, somebody who isn't necessarily a comedian. I don't need to date a comedian. I just need somebody who doesn't take life seriously, somebody who laughs, somebody who smiles, even through the darkest times of their life, through hardships. They always try and look at the bright side of life. Somebody that just has that glow to them. And usually when you have a first date with someone, my second episode is actually going to be about first dates. But when you're on a first date with someone, usually they're trying to make a good impression, so more often than not, they are going to be very positive and happy. But that is essentially what I'm looking for in a potential boyfriend. Somebody with positive energy, a good vibe about them, someone who's carefree, somebody who's funny, smiles, a little bit quirky. They definitely have to have a personality, somebody with their own kind of style, a little bit flamboyant, weird, somebody interesting, somebody who will always just kind of keep you guessing and keep you interested. Somebody who isn't afraid to try new things. That's essentially what I'm looking for in somebody. When it comes to appearance, obviously I'm looking for someone who, again, a lot of relationships I had in the past were with guys who were so much taller than me. I'm a very short guy. I'm 5'4", 120 pounds. So if I didn't have this beard right now, I have a baby face and I'm short, so many people think I'm a child, essentially. A lot of people think I'm a teenager, some people think I'm in my early 20s. I went to this, it wasn't a family gathering this past weekend, but it was my aunt and uncle who were having a barbecue because they were selling their house, and it was the last couple of days they were spending in the house, so a whole bunch of people were there. A lot of people I didn't know, a lot of older people. And a lot of people thought I was much younger than what I really am, 28, which is a compliment. What I'm looking for in someone is somebody who is around my height, someone who is, you know, maybe 5'4" to maybe 5'8" range. Again, I've dated a lot of guys who were taller than me. I think the tallest guy I ever dated was 6'4", which is interesting, but to me, it's just really awkward for me dating someone that tall when I'm in public with them. It just looks really weird, and I'm not one to really care what people think about me. But it is weird, and I kind of went through that. I don't really want to date a really tall guy anymore. I want to date someone who's around my height. So that is what I'm essentially looking for right now. Somebody, you know, when it comes to hair color, when it comes to eye color, I really don't care. When it comes to ethnicity, I don't really have a preference. Do I prefer Caucasian because I am Caucasian? Perhaps I do. I mean, obviously, I do prefer Caucasian, but I am very much open to other ethnicities. Whether it be African American, East Indian, Filipino, like I am completely open to other ethnicities. And when it comes to, again, a lot of these things I'm saying, I'm kind of wanting to hold off on because I'm doing a whole bunch of other videos on them. But when it comes to what they do for a living or their income status, I'm not looking for someone who is necessarily, you know, a gazillionaire, somebody who makes 40 grand a year. You know, as long as you have goals in your life and you have aspirations and you are working towards something, regardless of what you're doing. You could be a cashier making minimum wage, but, you know, if that's your side job, the minimum wage job, being a cashier, but yet you know, have an endeavor on the side, you're an entrepreneur, you have goals, you have dreams, you're maybe in school, I'm okay with that. But what I'm not really okay with, and I don't mean to judge people who are in this situation, but people, for example, if you're, say, making minimum wage as a cashier in a grocery store, and you're not really determined to do anything else with your life, I can't date someone like that. And it's not because, you know, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm making more money than them and they're not making enough. I can't date someone who doesn't have drive and isn't living up to their full potential. And again, I don't mean to offend anyone when I say this, but if you are working for minimum wage as, you know, whatever it is, a cashier, wherever it is, and you don't have really any other aspirations or dreams, or you're not working towards something, you are not living up to your full potential. We all have aspirations, we all have that potential within us. And I discovered a couple years ago my potential within, and it led me to acquiring larger positions, better positions than what I had before. And I can't imagine that somebody who is, for example, working minimum wage as a cashier, who doesn't have any other drive or ambitions, I can't imagine that is what they want to do for the rest of their life. I can't imagine that they aren't recognizing the potential within them. So I think what I'm trying to say is I want somebody who recognizes the potential within them, and they have drive and determination, regardless of their financial situation. They could be making $10,000 a year, but as long as they have that drive and they know what they want to do with their life and they're working towards it, I'm fine with that. Again, I'm not looking for someone who is, you know, went to school, is making, you know, 50 grand a year, has the degree. I really don't care about that. It would be nice. But when it comes to the whole money situation, that is what I'm kind of looking for. And overall, that is kind of what I'm looking for in a potential significant other, in a potential boyfriend. Again, I'm 28 now. I kind of know what I want. And like I said before, it's important to have, not requirements, but it's okay to have, what's the word? Attributes, you know, a list of things you want in someone. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's completely fine to have that. You don't just want to date some random person. Anyway, so leave a comment. You know, what are you looking for in a potential significant other? Doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, obviously a gay relationship. A lot of these episodes, obviously coming from a gay man, a lot of the things I do have to say and a lot of things I'm touching on can be attributed to heterosexual relationships as well. There's a lot of crossing between the two. Obviously, it's from the perspective of myself. And heterosexual and homosexual relationships are different, but there are a lot of things that are similar. So regardless if you're gay or straight or bisexual, what are you looking for in a potential significant other? What are your requirements? You know, how old are you? Are you new to dating? Have you not dated before? You can also give me ideas on future episodes. Again, I have a lot of episodes planned out. I have about 9 planned out, including this one. I imagine I'm gonna probably run out of ideas eventually, so maybe give me ideas eventually, future episodes I can do. I'm actually really excited for this series. I do want to see it kind of prolonged, and I want to see it keep going. I won't be uploading the episodes consecutively, so my next 9 uploads won't be this dating series. I have a whole bunch of other episodes I want to, not episodes, a lot of other videos I want to upload that don't pertain to the series. So yeah, follow along, I'll really appreciate it. So thank you for watching this first episode, I really appreciate it. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.